Alright guys, so in this video we are going to be looking at Deathstroke. Now we are going to be going through how to use him and who to use him with and what to use him with. So these are the topics on what we're going to do. So we're going to see the obtainability of Deathstroke, which means where we can get him and how we can get him. And then we're going to look at some gameplay such as how you use him in certain game modes, Arena and Champions Arena, solo raids, and then we're going to take a look at how you use him in general, and then we are going to take a look at the artifacts that should be used on him, and finally we will conclude with who we should use him with. So before we get into any of this, we have to take a look at basic information that you need to know about Deathstroke. Now the most important thing here is that he is a percentage damage dealer. If you don't know what that means, don't worry, I will get into it soon. Now, he is very easy to use. Now, one thing you have to know is that he is a great, um, easy character to use, especially in the solo race, because he works perfectly fine at 3 stars. You don't need a higher star rating for him to work. And besides that, he works perfectly fine without gears. So if you don't have his gears, don't worry, it doesn't make a difference. And the most important thing to know is that he's a 3-star legendary agility character. Another thing is that he has a solo raid called the Last Contract, and it is currently the easiest solo raid there is. So now let's get into some of the topics that I've discussed here. So we're going to take a look at obtainability first. Now currently there are 4 chests, if I'm not mistaken. The No Mercy Duo chest, Deathstroke Legendary chest, and this one is the current new one, which features him with a 5% chance and a 2% chance to get Scarab's Chosen Blue Beetle. Now I couldn't find one that has an English version of it, so I just took this one. I mean, I'm not sure what this chest is called. If you guys know, please let me know in the comments down below. But this is actually how I got my Deathstroke. So yeah, this is the best chest to get him with because he has a 5% chance. This chest only gives shards. You can get up to 200 shards, which is 50, 75, 100, and 200, but it's very slim chances. Only 0.5% for 200 shards, and this one I think it's 2% for Deathstroke. So, and the fourth chest is Deathstroke legendary gear chest, if I'm not mistaken. So you can get shards for him and his gears, but you should only open that once you have him and you want his gears. But like I said before, Deathstroke works perfectly fine without gears, so you don't need him. Now let's take a look at some of the game modes and how to use him in it. So, Arena and Champions Arena. Basically, when you're comparing how a character works, you're always going to put Arena and Champions Arena together since they are basically the same game mode. Now, anywhere in any mode, he's used as a damage dealer. So he's not a support, he's not a tank, he's a damage dealer. He has to be a primary damage dealer in the team. Now he's great in these game modes, Arena and Champions Arena, because of his healing ability. Now, healing is a very good special. If you have healing on your special, it's very good because it's gonna help you last long for the fight, and it's gonna help you to win battles that you usually won't be able to win. Now, this healing comes on special 2. After applying special 2, you have to hit the opponents. For every hit you heal a bit of the power bar, if I'm not mistaken. So increasing your level of special 2 will increase the healing ability. Now we'll take a look at what Deathstroke is mainly for, and that is the game mode solo raid. Now he is used as a percentage damage dealer in solo raid. If you don't know what a percentage damage dealer is, it's basically a damage dealer that takes a percentage of the opponent's health. For example, I'm sure everyone knows King of Atlantis Aquaman. He takes 30% of the opponent's health, um, 10% each time for 3 times with his special 3. So Deathstroke does this the same. The only thing about Deathstroke that makes him better is that his percentage damage can be used more than 3 times, and it can take up to 50 to 60% of the opponent's health. And another thing about Deathstroke is that unlike King of Atlantis Aquaman, even with a protective screen applied to the boss, he will be able to bypass that, allowing the same amount of damage that he always does. Now his percentage damage comes on his special too, so it does not apply on his passives, which actually benefits um, in certain aspects, which we will talk about later. And once again, on his special too, he has the healing factor, which will just help a lot. Now we're going to take a look at gameplay. Now, like I said before, the gameplay is very simple. You just use his special 2 for the percentage damage until all the percentage damage is over. So that way you can easily one-shot a boss. So it's very simple there. Now we're going to take a look at what artifact to use. And the best artifact for Deathstroke is Nora's Snow Globe. Now, Nora's Snow Globe is used to summon clones that will help to continue the percentage damage. So it has up to 2 clones per battle. So if you play it right, you can easily one-shot the boss. Make sure you use the percentage damage fully from Deathstroke and the 2 clones as well. Now this is what I was talking about earlier in solo raids, with why the percentage damage on the special is better than the passive. Because if it's on the special, it will work with Nora's Snow Globe because of the fact that on the passives, it does not apply to the clones in Nora's Snow Globe. So that is why the percentage damage still works um, using Nora's Snow Globe. So now we're going to take a look at the teammates. Now, great teammates to use for Deathstroke is characters that buff him, such as Raven, who can apply Darkness on Special 1 and Power Seal, which will increase the damage that Deathstroke can do. Dr. Fate or Power Girl, they are used to reduce power cost, although not ideal for Deathstroke. You don't need them there, but it's great to have them just to reduce the power cost. You can also finish off your percentage damage quicker. And you can also add other percentage damage dealers to one-shot bosses easily. So once you finish your percentage damage with Deathstroke and you don't have Nora Snow Globe, you can put in other percentage damage dealers such as King of Atlantis Aquaman or Ruler of Conduct Black Adam to finish the fight quickly. So we're just gonna take a look at what we're just gonna run through this real quick. So you can get him from 4 chests: the No Mercy Duo chest, Deathstroke Legendary chest, this recent new chest, and the Deathstroke Legendary Gear chest. Although from here this is the best chest to get him, even though it features another hero with Scarab's Chosen Blue Beetle, he has a 5% chance of obtaining him. Now he can be used in Arena and Champions Arena. He's used as a damage dealer only, and he's great because of his healing ability. He's great in solo raids because he's used as a damage dealer. He does percentage damage on special too, and he has that healing ability. You don't need gears for him to work, so he will work perfectly fine once you get him at 3 stars. His gameplay is simple, just use his special 2 until the damage is over. His artifacts, the only artifact that you should equip on him for the best damage is Nora's Snow Globe. And finally, teammates that will work for him is any teammates that buff him to give him more attack and damage, and to reduce power costs and other damage dealers to easily finish up the fight. If you guys like that video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.